keeps the poison attacks going, and Sumail is struggling to get to his bottle. He's somewhat low on mana, so it's gotta be a little bit rough for him to get to this. The other lane's kind of quiet, and yeah, saved here in the mid lane.
Yep. Good rotation. Avalanche toss into the Nevertoxin, and it looks like the first blood is going to go the way of GPK.
I actually think it was not the worst thing that could happen for Sumail. Of course, you know, his lane, it's looking very rough already. You know, he's already down about 1,000 gold to the Viper, but he gets to, even now with this courier, he's gonna get to his bottle. And he'll come back, and, you know, eventually he'll start farming the jungle. But the VP are doing a really good job so far at kind of controlling these lanes.
It's just back and forth. It feels like VP's cores are all self-sustained at this point, right? Like the Jug is past the hard point lane, it's a Timber on the top, and this Viper's out of control. In on the mid lane, Sumail in trouble, is going to fall. The save rotates in with the Avalanche cross combo. Doesn't feel like the times where we see Tiny has to chill, he has some extra clarities, he has got the mana, he's almost always going to be up and ready to kill something.
And the GPK, I think he actually went for the bottle instead of these treads here. By the looks of things.
Yeah, well, GPK already had the bottle. It was just a matter of changing mind what it was next. Stun coming out, the rotation, Viper is going to fall here. They will find solo in response, but it's after the fact. Much needed kill for Sumail.
Yeah, for sure. It's unfortunate.
It's a bit worrying from the strat perspective as well, right? Because it's the type of hero that usually, you know, level 1, 2 suffers a bit, but then tends to get a lot of gold and tends to kind of be that tempo setter out of the mid lane.
DM here putting on some pressure onto Solo. The Heavenly Grace is gonna be gone soon.
Uh-oh. Sumail tossed into the waiting arms of GPK, and he welcomes the gift that's been sent his way by his support. They'll find more. Zayat slowly but surely going to be ran down, and you just hear the gold strength in the distance. It's only the one thing.
It's scary though. I mean, if they were to rotate here, he could be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, Sumail, he's playing from the States, right? He should be on some ping disadvantage.
Yeah, I think that was confirmed. Like, it is at least around 120, 150 MS, I think.
Yeah, and I think that...
Ben,
Ilias
gonna go for this.
He just goes down immediately.
I don't
Ramses
think
might be in trouble though.
Yeah, they might be able to get him now, but there's gonna be a Guardian Angel. They're throwing everything.
Grace is gonna help him out quite a bit here.
I don't know if it's gonna help him enough though. Ramsey's been brought low. Dream Cool turnaround's gonna be there though. Tiny will blow. DM down to half HP as well. He'll also be the next target. As they counterattack and strike hard, they take down 3 members of VP.
Yeah, now you can see the. I mean, they have some very strong team fight on 404 once they all kind of bundle up. I mean, some slight overextension there by VP, but the team fight is no joke from 404. No one here might be in trouble.
He can't dodge all this. He got a little bit cocky. He thought maybe Wayne and Rift will get me up to the high ground, but those slows overwhelmed him. It is a hard lane to win in the first place, though, right? Viper versus a Lestrat. And GPK is not exactly the biggest pushover when it comes to his mid performances, as we've been seeing time and time again.
No, GPK kind of the, you know, like one of these newer up and coming mids, you know, Sumail once used to be in his
new
glory days.
Old. Oh wait, who do we say is old Sumail before Sumail? Like loads of people always thought Arteezy, but like from a, did you think Arteezy?
I mean, Arteezy and Sumail they're completely different players, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe the old Arteezy was slightly more Sumail-esque, but.
So who was the Sumail before Sumail?
I don't know if there was one.
Maybe there'll never truly be one like him again. The GPK is definitely gone for it. Turn around the stun, the buyback comes out. Ramses with a charge forward, doing the damage on the Juggernaut, stuff to bring him down. The Guardian Angel out, which means there's no sort of bottle for VP. Chase the full for more, they'll be able to find Ilias. So they do get some big picks. They should be able to convert it to a tower. Finally, 404, they find some firm ground to fight back. Moving in under the Viper. GPK is full health though, and Sumail is going to melt on the Nevertoxin. Mistakes were made. They bit off the extra bit that they choked on.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't just use himself, but he might have been dead either way. No one with the nice kind of, you know, orb and buybacking, jumping back to the orb.
They might have him still.
Might be.
He's been brought out. He's got the BKB just in time, but the problem is the damage is already on him. He was always going to tick out at the end of that because of the demonic purge. Conditionals
I'm not even
required.
sure it's worth
I need
the
to
BKB
not have my
there.
blink on cooldown. I need to be able to be in range. I need to have something to toss you away to. Whereas on 404, it's like, look, we just press our buttons and nobody can die.
And this smoke becomes a little bit too telegraphed, maybe by the fact that this mid lane is...
There we go, anyway. Green Cool will be thrown out on the save. We'll turn around with the Avatos, do some damage. The healing water's near him as well, so Tiny didn't melt too quickly here. He's got one level on the Grove, but the damage is pretty high from Ramsey still. They're trying to slow him down. He's hunt forward. Wants to finish that kill. They turn around on DM, who has no reactive armor stacks just yet. Hunt forward. Looks like Puck's able to finish off Tiny. Buyback will come out as they are in deep. Now they're looking to punish it. No one. Not able to get away. He's gone. Instantly punished for that. That's going to be his dieback situation. On the side, though, they're losing bigger targets. Timber is brought down. GPK with the BKB to run away, but Ramsey's too fast as he hunts forward. And GPK, Viper Strike on cooldown, but the almost going to come out of Ramsey's. There will be a save, though. They throw out the disruption. In the meantime, Melissa's going to fall to Sumail, and now Ramsey's avalanche toss is going to be there. They melt through him quick enough for the magical damage. They don't care about the physical. We'll be able to TP out with Zayats, but it looks like, you know, BP, the price was high, but they'll feel good about what they got out of that. If he gets in on the right target with Omni Flash, they're not coupled together, which you don't want to do against Omni Flash at this stage of the game. You could see VP take an early kill advantage in these fights.
And this is the kind of crucial moment here for 404. They have the axe on no one. Sven is he's ready to brawl. Even Greaves on solo.
They're moving in. Francis jumps in. Dream Call on the free. One was able to dodge it. Epic Kick gets just out of range. CM's already gone. Save's going to fall as well. They move through to try and cut the back line, but Guardian Angel comes out. Disruption save is going to be there. The Shadow Demon keeps himself alive. The stun control is good. And they find the kill onto GPK. No one chasing forward. Ramses will use the illusion to his advantage to force the fight towards them, but it looks like the Timber is out. 3 dead on the side of VP. That was 404's big reveal, and they do pretty decent off of it.
I mean, you see the damage. That is what happens once you get this coil on the puck, and this big beefy Sven with the... Yeah, I mean, he's got 3.3k HP. He's dealing some close to 700 damage per hit.
Well, I mean, they were fortunate not to have 4 dead, right? They almost caught Epi in that as well. And obviously, you know, you're going to be stuck in there as the Juggernaut with the Ags now in the puck. So, might count the lucky stars they didn't hemorrhage the big bad carry in the Juggernaut. Uh-oh, they might hemorrhage this though. An ambitious TP attempt by DM. He's stuck here now. They're actually just interested in the tower first before they turn their attention towards the Timber.
Yeah, they could just kind of chase him down if they want to. No one is just going to commit the coil. There's not a lot you can do here for Timber.
Just farm
up some creeps.
The artsy approach to any issue is classic no. Just hit creeps, you know you're dead. There you go. Oh, is he dead? There we go. They're going to keep up with him. He's making them work for a lot though. So you do get him in the end, but I guess you could say space created, right? Everyone on VP got back up, and it allowed Jug to keep Puck just getting even more elusive. Actually, just hit the 20, stick up the Wayne and Rift. I mean, and the way these fights are going, Puck can more or less always be the safest person to push out lanes by any risk to him. As he moves in, just pokes across the Jug. Atos comes down to Sven. BKB used, turns around. God Strength, coil onto 2. Viper using that tree to his advantage, but vision will be given to the Sven. Try and clean him up, toss away to save the day. Does get Viper out. And Save's still alive. They're chasing in the freezer field. It is down. Still running. They don't hit him up with the stun. They're going to try and melt through him now. They lost the Viper already. Buyback comes out the Shadow Demon. DM dishing out a lot of damage here, but they will be able to find the kill into Ilias, and they'll hunt forward looking for more. With Stormhammer forward, Epic Kid does get the spin out. They need to be careful. No magic immunity on their Sven. He does the Ghost Strength though, sees the opportunity to bring down Save, and he'll flip on top of him. Turn around on the Timber as well. They need a follow-up stun, but still on cooldown. Used to buy some time. I don't know if they're going to stun out of time. They will. They get DM. 4 dead on the side of VP. Roche is about to spawn in 10 seconds. 404. Once again, time this fight perfect.
Just the tech speed. Yeah, just gonna keep the cheese. They gave the Aegis to Sumail, which makes sense because Sven without the God Strength and BKB is not really a hero.
Green Call on the 2, moving in. Stun is returned. Ramses will now just throw out his BKB with the Guardian Angel and run Timber down. He's dead. Save will be turned on to next. Also fallen. And stun forward onto the Viper. Doesn't care about the freezer field. He might soon, but it's not enough magic damage to deter Ramses from diving the tier 4s. Towers won't stop him either. They'll turn around on the DM. He just fought back. He'll be stunned in return with the Lotus. But he's still dead. 95 seconds on the sideline. How the hell do you stop this Sven?
There's not really any stopping this Sven anymore. They could even just go for the tier 4s here. It's very nice to see 404, even despite having this kind of rough start. They understand their timings very well. They're playing around the Sven just...
Well, he got the kill. But I don't think it changed anything. Like you said, 404, they just understand. Like, they were very patient in this early mid-game. They didn't try and force them out. They let VP have their time in the limelight where their draft was stronger. Now, they're showing why they're stronger. They're moving. Dream Call come out. Omni Slash to bounce around, doing a lot of damage. Does get rid of the Aegis. But now he has nothing to follow up. The throne is exposed, so he has to stand his ground right here. Sumail will come back up. BKB in 2 seconds. No one will cover him. Stormhammer in. Does stun up onto Epikid. Avalanche toss in. Sumail isn't going to die, though. Bloodstone will heal him up. Stun is a whiff. They'll back away. They'll respect the fact that the Viper is back up. And GPK does go in. Atos, BKB gets forced. Ramses will TP out, and it looks like Puck will get away as well. Solo will even make an escape in the tree line. So, you know, BP, they're still in this game. They're only 1 lane down, but the Ancient is exposed.
It's
and
just
not
delivering.
looking healthy. Yeah, he understands that at this stage in the game, there's no such thing as 2. He sees someone, he'll chase them to the ends of the earth in that Stormhammer. You could have 4 staffs and close to your fountain. And you know Ramses will still go inside that fountain and probably kill.
GPK here. Might get caught. The port still a few seconds on cooldown. Same for the BKB.
Yep. He needs to buy time. I don't know if he's going to have it, though. It's just gone. GPK, he has no buyback. He's 300 gold short. He was trying to get it. I wonder if they realize as well. I mean, he didn't buy anything new, but after last time when you saw the Epi kid clearly didn't have buyback when you're in his base, you got to be tempted to kind of poke the bear and see if it bites back.
Yeah, and the bear, it does bite back. You know, so one does not simply poke a bear.
Well, right, they can bite back, but this one cannot buy back. That's the problem. Look at them waiting. Like, okay, let's test this right here. It's not like we've got to worry about diving tier 4s. Ramsey says, okay, if they won't come to us, then we'll just hit the buildings. Moving in, Epic Kid using the spin, but that's not the right way to go about this. That just lets them hit the throne. They're bringing it low. They'll end the game. 404, game 1 in their hands. VP already trailing.
Yeah.